In my country we go to prison first and then become president. There are times when a leader must move out ahead of the flock, go off in a new direction, confident that he is leading his people the right way. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. I cannot say for certain if there is such a thing as love at first sight, but I do know that the moment I first glimpsed Winnie Namzamo, I knew that I wanted to have her as my wife. I detest racialism, because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. There are many people who feel that it is useless and futile to continue talking about peace and nonviolence against a government whose only reply is savage attacks on unarmed and defenseless people. I dream of the realization of the unity of Africa, whereby its leaders combine in their efforts to solve the problems of this continent. I dream of our vast deserts, of our forests, of all our great wildernesses. On the first day of school, my teacher, Miss Mdingane, gave each of us an English name and said that from thenceforth that was the name we would answer to in school. This was the custom among Africans in those days and was undoubtedly due to the British bias of our education. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger. Then people will appreciate your leadership. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. Where globalization means, as it so often does, that the rich and powerful now have new means to further enrich and empower themselves at the cost of the poorer and weaker, we have a responsibility to protest in the name of universal freedom. As long as poverty, injustice and gross inequality persist in our world, none of us can truly rest. No country can really develop unless its citizens are educated. People respond in accordance to how you relate to them. If you approach them on the basis of violence, that's how they'll react. But if you say, "We want peace, we want stability," we can then do a lot of things that will contribute towards the progress of our society. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender and other discrimination.